Today we're going to talk about Bulletin Board services of the 90s. That's BBS. What a Bulletin Board service was a program on the system operator's computer, just like dialing into an online server like AOL and all these other services. This is just a small version of this. And when you dial onto a bulletin board service, you can play you can send messages to everybody, download and upload files, even play games. Or you can pester the system operator. You can actually page the system operator. And I used Wildcat 411 single line version. And I ran a bulletin board from 1995 to 2001. But because of the evolution of the interwebs, those dial-up bulletin boards are a thing of the past. And that's why I'm going to come here and I'm going to talk about it. Because there was all kinds of different software. But how you would dial into a bulletin board is there used to be a program called Q Modem. I believe that's the name of the program, by Mustang Software. And you'd put the information in Panorama Computer BBS 205-555-1212. So if you want to dial onto my bulletin board, you would select it. I'm trying to remember how you do that. I think you say you want to dial that number. That program will dial the number and wait for the modem to connect. When the modem connects to the software program, or to the modem, software program, Wildcat is then transferred from my screen, the logon screen I see, and the logon screen that you see. And yes, I saw everything that you did on my board. I knew what you were doing. And that was neat. And I believe Wildcat was one of the software programs, but a lot of these software programs, these bulletin board software programs, actually had a chat option, believe it or not. A lot of these bulletin board software programs, I had to look and see how much time, actually had a chat option. Now, I used Windows 3.1, believe it or not. I used Windows 3.1 as a peer-to-peer network. In other words, I could start up Windows and start up node 1, the dial-up node, and the node 1 would be up. I could go on America Online and read mail and all that stuff. When I was done, that board was still up. If Joe Blow calls and dials up into my bulletin board, I can go to node 0, which is a maintenance node on that bulletin board. And I can request from node 0 for Joe Blow to go into chat. And we can actually sit there and chat for a few minutes. But there are very different kinds of bulletin board software out there. There's Citadel. One of them I can't read. There's Mystic BBS, Synchronet, WWIV, Excalibur, Maximus, GBBS, PC Board, Quick BBS, RBBS PC, I can't remember, Remote Access, Renegade again. A lot of these ones that I'm reading off now are DOS. One of them was RoboBoard FX. I remember a system operator that he was using RoboBoard FX and then went to Wildcat. Some of these I can't read. Then you got Spitfire, Super BBS, TV BBS, and I think I skipped one of them. There's another one. let me find that one. PC board. Yeah, there was quite a few bulletin boards in Birmingham back in the day that used PC board. Where was I? Super BBS, TBBS, TeleGuard, and Try BBS. Now, the Try BBS software was kind of a Wildcat wannabe, because some of the features in that software were the same as Wildcat's. When you start up a Try BBS for the first time, the opening screen of when the software is running, the screen that you see on the system operator's monitor looked almost like Wildcat, and some of the features on that were the same as Wildcat. Then you got Wildcat bulletin board service it was Mustang Software, and then Centronics took it over. They sold it to Centronics. And then you got Wildcat WinServer, which the WinServer version was the web-based bulletin board program. We have come a long way, and I kind of miss that technology. But when the start of the interwebs came up, these small bulletin boards that used to be so fun to log on to and play games against other people died. But we still have our legacy. In a lot of ways, we still have a legacy with it. All right, well, thank you for watching.